What's up everyone, it's Chris with Tabletops and Tentacles here with another Kickstarter preview video. Today I'm taking a look at Burn 2d6. So I created 3die6 a couple of years ago, and it's a little story about bugs, so I was super excited to see a prequel coming. So Burn 2d6 is completely unrelated to 3die6, but disclaimer, I am actually working on the character sheets for this, so I do have a vested interest in you clicking over and checking it out. But I had honestly clicked like and follow on this project before they contacted me about working on character sheets. So put that aside for a moment and let's talk about Burn 2d6. I think this is a fantastic system. It's very simple, uses 6-sided dice. It is a core rulebook that includes 4 different settings within, including a pulpy Art Deco one with secret agents and gangsters. It's got the space opera that has a Flash Gordon Metropolis Star Wars vibe, Myth and Magic, which is your classic fantasy setting, and supers, so you can play superheroes. I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical when I first dove into the page for this, because covering all of those with a simplified system is kind of tricky, but they managed to pull it off. Not only do they have a system that you can learn like that, there's only 4 stats you follow, and there's only 4 pieces of equipment and or powers that you have. And I love the concept of this because you have your stats, and those range anywhere from a 4 to a 12. To succeed, you roll 2d6, and if you get under it, you succeed. Simple enough. However, as the difficulty of what you're trying to achieve increases, you have to add additional dice to that roll. So you could be rolling as much as 5 d6s and trying to roll under a 6, depending on what it is you're trying to do. So one of the cool things that this does is those stats that you have also sort of represent your life, your will to succeed, and to push to make success happen. So let's say you've got a big challenge coming up and you know 5 dice is not going to get a success when it comes to saving the trapped child under a bridge, because your DM's a monster, apparently. So what you can do is you can choose stats and burn them to remove 6-sided dice that you have to roll for the challenge. So it's kind of neat. It's one of those things where you're like, okay, I have a 12. I'm really good at this. I would be great at this, except this is a really challenging one. So I'm going to burn 3 of my stats in heart and only have to roll those 2 6-sided dice and radically increase my chance of success. The trick, once you run out of points to burn in 2 of your stats, you're dead. So the stats both cover your abilities, your ability to push your abilities, and your life force as you play the game. And I think it's a really slick system with that. There are other items that allow you to burn more dice or to change the way you're playing it. Same goes for like the powers in the superhero section. And the whole thing is it's really tight. It's really easy to learn. And then each setting has slight modifications to the rules to make it more thematic and flavorful for that particular setting. So I'm a huge fan of like simplified RPG systems that have a lot of flexibility. Alan Barr's Tiny D6, that simplicity of that system is what made me meet him and fall in love with the stuff he creates. And Kevin's system here for Burn 2d6 is no exception. I really dig the flexibility and simplicity of it. And the mechanics are really simple. This was first published in a business card format, actually, because all you have is move, heart, eyes, and soul, and those guide your character and tell you what you can and can't accomplish. It's super cool. I really dig it. All of the art's from Craig Brasco, and it has a very classic RPG look to it. It's black and white. It's very inky and cool. I love doing character sheets, and so I'm really excited about the the challenge of designing sheets for these different eras that this takes place in. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You can get the digital copy for $15, or you can get the printed copy and the digital for $30. And go check it out. It's live for another couple of weeks over on Kickstarter. You can follow the links below. You can type in Burden 2D6 in the search bar. And as always, thank you for hitting like and subscribe, for supporting indie creators, and may you live in interesting times.